Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Roll Hit Die presents our Wednesday night game of TORGanized play. Before I hand it off to Mark to run tonight's game, we're back to what we're doing, Burn the Witch.
Yep.
But before we start on to that, I do want to do our typical shout out to Roll20, which is what allows us to show you what's in the middle of the screen and give you an idea of what's going on, as well as give the players kind of an immersion and an idea of what they're doing. See, yep, and right there in the square you'll see some miniatures. So most of those miniatures were created through Hero Forge. You can go to Hero Forge and create a custom mini with gear and outfits from fantasy all the way to sci-fi. You can actually put two people on one stand if you wish to either be a fight scene or a dance scene or whatever kind of scene you can come up with. They even have animal companions now that you can do. Unfortunately, there are no armadillos, hence why we haven't got an armadillo made for our Thursday game. But if you're a subscriber, you can turn it into a digital version that you can use in your digital games. I think. I also want to give a shout out to GUICube. If you haven't had a chance to check them out, they're a fantasy-style world created by the company and expanded upon by the community itself. So if you haven't had a chance to go to GUICube.com, go check them out. I think they have 10 days left currently on their Kickstarter, The Blood of Khan. So if you're into Kickstarters and stuff, go ahead and look that up. Apparently Alphinius is real big on stretch goals, so there is a lot of stretch goals, and I think they've already reached every one of them. So go check out GUICube.com, and I'm sure they'll have the link in the website for the Kickstarter if you're interested in that. Let's see. If you're watching us on Twitch, there are three things to keep in mind. The first one is we have Extra Life. Link down below. Click on that. Allows you to give to the Extra Life for Children's Miracle Network as well as Children's Hospitals year-round. So when you can and when you'd like to, you can click on that and give to those kids. We also have a website down below that Marcus, one of our players on the other games, has worked on. Gives you a little bit of information about what games we play, some of the characters, some of the players. And also there is a shop now. So you can go to the shop and you can get shirts, blankets. I think there's even a rug and a mug that you can get with our, a Roll Hit Die emblem on it, like the one you saw when the screen first came up after the intro. And if you watch us on Thursday, you'll notice there's a picture of it behind Marcus when he's playing. One of the other symbols you can put on it as well. The third and final thing is, if you're watching us on Twitch, is down by the chat you have what looks like a little bubble. That little bubble is what we commonly refer to as chaos bubbles, because you use that to collect and spend to cause chaos in our Consequences of Chaos game on Friday nights. As of right now, our Mutants and Masterminds, as well as our TORGanized play, do not have anything you can spend those points on, only because we have other things that we don't want to take away from the actual game itself with those. The D&D game, it doesn't take too much away from it, and there's a lot of things we can actually throw in there and use on that. I don't have any announcements, but I do know Mark and Lehman have a plug they'd like to do. I think it's for Saturday night, or for Saturday.
Episode 7 for the Delphi Council debriefings is out on the podcast, wherever fine podcasts are heard, and YouTube.
And those come out on Tuesdays.
Okay, Tuesdays, but you guys are filming it on Saturday or something like that, right?
We record them on Saturday.
That's where my confusion came into play.
And a Saturday coming up on the 25th, online GaryCon. I will be doing a Let's Talk Torg stream. That is, and you'll have to do some converting. It is 1400 to 1500, so 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Central European time. So I think that's 7 hours ahead of Central Standard Time in the United States, so that would probably be around 7 a.m. I'll make sure I have that down pat so I show up at the same time. But I will be on GaryCon Twitch streaming.
Cool.
Excellent. All right.
How do we use chaos bubbles on that?
Dude, a very good question. All right, so without further ado, I suppose we'll just hand it off to Mark to jump into tonight's episode.
Okay, so tonight's recap's going to take a little longer because we got a lot of going on, a lot of moving parts. Um, that's okay because this is the final battle, and we're probably going to be an abbreviated stream tonight, depending on how Jim rolls and how everybody else does. So we'll see. All right. To recap, our heroes ran around Boston quite a bit, and let's do a little bouncing around so we can get set.
Not Boston, Salem.
Salem, thank you. Yes, Salem. So there's the Salem map. We're currently at the Commons. Your tokens are here because you're here. Let me move those guys around and shift you out of the way a little bit. So you visited all of the iconic little locations, the House of Seven Gables, Fort Lee, Satanic Temple, across the street from a skate park, the Proctor's Ledge where they hung the witches, and discovered various things. And you acquired some tokens from I think. Let me check my scorecard. You acquired. Let's see. You acquired the flower petal. You acquired the rabbit's foot. You did not visit the basement of the House of the Seven Gables, so you did not get the abyssal pebble. You got the dragon scale. You got the basket of the dermestides, and you haven't done anything yet at the Commons, but we're about to get there, so we'll see. And then you all said, well, let's come back to the Commons because clearly that's where the focus of everything is. Because the rabbit's foot allowed you to see these connecting energies, almost like ley lines, forming what now you recognize as something of a pentagram, with the center being at the Commons. You get back to the Commons, and there are all these little pavilions set up around the Commons in a like manner. And so we will pop back over there. And those pavilions seem to be connected by energy. And those pavilions are also covered in what look like dragon scales. And they have what look like homeless people clustered underneath them with various fae. Kind of, now that you're thinking about it, it almost looks like those fae that you realized are wearing some kind of a fae suit. And you're certain that the spirits that animate that fae suit are not, in fact, fae. They're something else. But they seem to be herding those homeless people, keeping them underneath the roof of the pavilions. And in the center is a stage, and there seems to be some kind of a performer on the stage, and a number of these fae that were gathered around the stage, piling up um, bundles of sticks and whatnot at the foot. And as you stepped out across the threshold with all of your tokens and everything, we kicked off the final battle. And what happened at that point, I kind of breezed through it before, but we'll go through it a little more in depth because there's a little more. It's a little more interesting. Let's see. So as you stepped on the green, Wotan, the spectral knight, was not present. So all of the main players of darkness you managed to drive off, meaning let's see, meaning that Wotan, the Hornmaster, is absent. He was the guy that was at the House of the Seven Gables with the Fae, and the Green Man was there, and the Spectral Knight was there with him, and all three of them are not present. However, the representatives of the various factions, the Wild Folk, are there. Setor, the Centaur Stallion, the Elf Elmir, and then the Sprite Queen Flit. And as you step out onto the Commons, let's see. Let me reread you the. I'll read that in a minute. You have a darkness penalty going on of -6 right now, and the Commons is covered in Rorsch dominant axioms. As you begin this, the Spectral Knight is not there, but his minions of the Wild Hunt seem to be there, and Sator emerges from the trees as let's see, As if in answer, the centaur bursts forth from the underbrush opposite Wotan and his wild hunt, if they're there. The wild hunt forms up, and they drive off a number of the ghillie. So you're down to one ghillie per storm knight. So you got 6 of those you're going to have to deal with. There's a sudden flash of light that announces Elmir's arrival, though he floats just above the ground, hands inside of his robes, and waits. Let's see. He brings out he sees the forces of evil arrayed, and though let's see, Quev is not there. He uses a box that he produces from his sleeves and blows on it, and as he blows, this sparkling dust seems to flit out, and those dust embers glow and then turn into warriors of light who engage the lost souls who were following Quev, and they reduce all of them down to 1 per as well. Let's see, and then the fairies arrive. The Green Man is not here for Flit to deal with, so she leads her forces against, I think it is, the Vikings were dealt with by one of the other guys, but the Vikings are cut down too. And then as the ritual begins on stage, a bunch of Ravagon appear, and they are dealt with by the leadership, engaged by the leadership. So you're only going to have to deal with, let's see, there should be 3 around the stage, though they seem to be equidistant positioned around the stage. And they don't seem to be moving. Rod was complaining about the fact that I included just the base Ravagon. There was a reason for that. Because there are a lot of them.
So, an observation.
Ravagon's dim-threaded in, and 3 of them, a large number of them surround the stage, but the leaders of the forces of light have thinned those down to 3, though they don't seem to be moving away from the stage. They seem to have taken up position. 1 is at each of the pavilions as well. So let's talk about the tokens for a minute, because everybody who's holding a token realizes something about the token that they hold. Let's see, who has the petal of the yellow flower from Peabody Street? The black flower that was on the mural, that when you guys buried the bodies under the dim thread tree that was there?
Was that...
Not Thaddeus?
I think that was me, yeah.
It could be, yeah.
Let's see if
I know at the end we trade things around a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that
I
flower, because you...
over here? Right?
Yes, that's there.
Okay, yeah, that was me then.
That's 10. That flower, because it's present at the battle as it begins, you all feel this surge of hope. Oops. You feel a surge of hope flood into the zone.
Does that mean we should each take one?
It does.
And I think I had asked before, I had asked, hey, will I end up rolling Scholar?
Wait for it.
Evil? Yeah, I couldn't remember what the answer was.
Yeah, we'll get there. So who has the rabbit's foot?
Lucusus has it.
So where's 11? There's 11. 11's up here. You can feel the rabbit's foot linked to that, and all of you seem to feel this tug that fortune is favoring you right now because you've managed to deal with the Satanic Temple and have that rabbit's foot, and so each Storm Knight may be favored on 1 roll while on the green. Your choice. Further, you may use that favor to get out of a 1.
Oh, so it's a second chance.
Heck yeah.
I knew Jim would like that. You may use it as a second chance to favor out of a 1, yes. Who has? You don't have the Abyssal Pebble, so you don't get that one. Let's see. Who's carrying Lisravax's scale?
Dragon scale. Morga has that.
Okay, so you can tell that that scale is tied to Isle in a way that is very similar to this area being tied to Aurora. But it's almost in a primordial way that it's tied to Isle, such that if you were either to empower it with possibility energy, spending a possibility on it, or hand it to one of the leaders that are at the stage engaging Ravagons, which means you have to travel there. Excuse me. You can probably suppress the Aurora dominant zone and flip it to Isle dominant as the dragon flies overhead and appears to be watching your conquest or your battle. Oh, let's see. Who has the basket of dermistids?
Yvonne.
So this, you feel a tug at your mind, and while you can tell that basket is connected to this pavilion over here, you also get this idea that if you just will it to, you can activate the basket to create, as a simple action, to create a portal, as though you had an outstanding result. Further, you get the idea that it's connected. You can see all in the air around you spirits of those gone before, and you can tell that there are spirits occupying the Fey suits, but they're different. They seem to be the spirits in the air seem to be opposing the spirits in the Fey suits. They're not necessarily light and dark, though that would be one way to consider it. It's not really clear to you how that's... They've drawn battle lines, but it's not as clear as the Fae and the sprites and all the rest of them. So you can, as a simple action, use that basket to create a portal, as if you had cast portal, without... You don't have to make a roll. It just happens.
Okay.
It's an outstanding result. Once per action, or as a simple action. So I guess if you flurry, you could do it again. Let's see, that's a lot. We're not
Is
done
there a
yet.
handout that sums all of that up?
No, you can't. You're asking for a little much. I'm lucky to be able to regurgitate all of this stuff, man. Like I said, I'm never doing this again.
Copy pasted it into something.
Do I want to show you this or not? Yeah, I'll tell you what, let's do this. I can do it this way. Edit. I guess I can do this. Control C. Let's see how this works.
And then after that, I have a question.
Let's see. Tokens. Status. And player journals, all players. Changes, show players. There. You guys see it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, what's up, Robert?
Okay, so we have the big fairies over here fighting these three, and then their people fighting around. What are we supposed to be doing? Where are battle fronts for us?
I'm getting there. This is the summary. It's getting there. And these three, everything on the board is engageable.
Yeah, we're just
everything that I just listed is happening off camera. So what's on the board is yours.
Okay.
Okay. So you get the feel. You have a -6 darkness penalty currently, and you Rabbit's Foot and Dermested Basket, you understand that the pavilions are tied to the ritual that's getting ready to kick off, and the more of those that you can deal with before steps on the DSR I'm about to go through are taken care of, the better off you are. It causes problems for the forces of darkness. You can choose to deal with pavilions, or you can choose to deal with the guys that are on the field to be fought, or you can deal with Malatratus, the clearly occult sorcerer, magician of some kind that's on the stage with an innocent that he is getting ready to sacrifice to finish off this ritual. And here is the goal, here's the DSR, because he is working a DSR in tandem with you guys. You have to oppose him somehow. You can oppose him through spellcraft, you can oppose him through scholar, or you can just fight him. The Ravagons around the stage and the forces of darkness elsewhere, other than the Ravagons at pavilions, are going to defend the stage and attack you. The Ravagons at the pavilion are stationed at the pavilion to defend the pavilion. Some subset of the forces of darkness may defend pavilions or may not, depending on how the battle goes when we start this. But here's your DSR. And this is where your question about am I using scholar or whatnot comes into play, Rod.
Okay.
I think his question about scholar was dealing with his perk.
Correct.
Occultist.
Oh, no, you're absolutely going to get to kick that off.
Okay, yeah, that was the question. That's what
I got it, okay. You're absolutely going to get, yes, there is 100% supernatural evil rolling around on the green right now.
Okay.
In fact, the Malatritus is trying to anchor supernatural evil to the green and open some kind of portal. Let's see. Where is our... There we go. So, step A. Step A is a conjuration DN 12. If you choose to oppose that with scholar, it's DN 14. Or maneuver. This is Malatritus weaving a pattern to ignite links that bind the 5 sites to the pole barns, the stage, and the commons in general. As the MC on stage begins to bind the hands of the sacrifice. Step B is alteration, DN 12, or reality, DN 14, or scholar, DN 14. Luck in the area has been drained, creating an area ripe for the results to take root. What is possible needs to be reset to the natural order. Red and blue sparks are going to begin to spontaneously ignite as reality whirls randomly shoot off the ignited links, and all dragon scales on intact pavilions begin to glow. Actually, I'm not supposed to be reading all this stuff to you. You get to see these as these steps kick off. Step C is apportation, DN 14, or scholar or persuasion, DN 15, as the inanimate forces and are the result. And then step D is any magic skill or scholar, DN 16, as true knowledge gives the power to the casting. If Malatritus completes step D before you do, his ritual goes off. The Ord on stage is sacrificed and you have failed. Questions?
So many.
Well, the number one of them is we're going to ignore is why, and it's because I wasn't smart enough to stop writing. So we'll move on.
So you said we're in, because I thought when we were ended the last week we were in Aurora and Core Earth. Is that still true?
This is...
Yes, but we can switch it to I.
It was Aurora dominant. Hang on.
Mike is asking if the law of the underdog applies.
Yeah, because right now my cards in my pool because we
understood.
Everyone has yeah. that's part of my
Last
question.
week you said the law of the underdog applied.
Then it's got to be mixed. Now that doesn't make any sense then for Isle to be there, but that's all right. We'll go with the Core Earth Aurora mixed. So everybody's. We're sitting on Core Earth cards, aren't we?
Yes.
Then that's what we'll do. We'll just declare that and move on because I got enough problems.
That was question 2. So you answered that. Thank you.
So how do we have? Oh, the trap is still rolling around from earlier. That's been
Correct.
played.
Right.
Okay.
Mhm.
It's a trap. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a trap. Oh, I gotta close that. Stop editing. Save. All right. So, any other questions?
I think the trap
Let
went
me know
off.
when to roll my.
Didn't the trap
my
go
perk.
off?
It
And
hasn't
I have
gone
to
off
roll
yet.
a perk too.
Those happen. Those are not an action. Those just happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's do that.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm sorry. My mind was going to the trap that Craig set
That-
off a few weeks ago.
Yeah. You're thinking of the trap that went off on you.
Yeah,
last
there we go.
The one that I drained you of all possibilities before I set the trap off.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go on and already use my favored.
See if I can get a
a
right
reality
on
roll.
Okay.
Okay, I get at least one flip.
Okay. Colonel.
I am about to draw 3 cards, but I can only keep one of them.
Did I set you up so you can draw, or do I give them to you?
No. I was looking.
Oh, you're talking about Destiny.
Yeah. Oh
Okay.
man. I'm definitely not keeping the coup de grace. I am really split because I have a drama, which is good. But I have a martyr, which could be needed. I am going to do the thing that is the right thing to do.
Ooh, very cool. All right, we'll see how this goes.
Yes.
Also,
because I can trade it to someone.
I don't want to
Also-
die.
What's the name of the small sprite? I cannot remember.
Flit.
What?
Queen of the fairies, of the pixies.
Because I talked to her a fair amount. So.
You did. Yes, you did.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and as the battle begins, the trees, it looks like the trees begin to move, and when you look a little closer, you see that pixie cavalry riding overly large squirrels wearing barding have come out of the branches and down onto the trees, and they are swarming into the green. And she is at the head of that. So let's go ahead and, we got any more?
I have things I'll do on my turn.
Okay, excellent.
It won't be as complicated as the setup, but it will be complicated.
Oh yeah,
Nothing-
no, this is ridiculous.
Oh, I don't
Don't
have
try this at home. I don't think I'm a professional. I'm just stupid.
Hey Mark, nothing here is trying to force a fear roll, right?
You do not have a fear roll going. No, negative.
Okay.
You've dealt with everything on the board. And the guys that would have caused something like that, the leaders of the darkness, are not here. You dealt with them previous. So, all right, here we go. This, by the way, if you hadn't figured it out, is going to be a dramatic scene.
What?
No.
That's, I know, shock face, right? So, you seek an adventure. The heroes will go first, but they can be fatigued. The approved actions are maneuver and trick. There is an A and a C on the card, so congratulations, you start off with the A on the card. Unfortunately, that also means that Malatritis
He gets
an A on
Hey.
the card.
Hey, Mark.
Yep.
There's always hope.
Really?
Really?
Nice. So, I think, guys, this is a DSR I'm actually pretty good at. If anybody wants to help, that's fine. Or if you guys, but I'm not much of a fighter.
Okay, so is the Colonel going to oppose Malatritis?
Oh, I'm going to be totally trying to do this DSR. Yes. Without,
Okay, so you are...
do I have to get somewhere?
No, but I'm going to move Colonel Day over here
So
because you're opposing Malatritis on the stage.
Yeah.
And you're busy. So this is going to take your concentration and all of your effort.
Yep. It's going to be worse because I'm going to be shouting things back at those guys as I'm heading over there, which is going to make me very vulnerable in a moment.
All right, so who would like to go first?
If no one minds, I would.
You have you guys shouldn't have shock right now.
Fatigue.
Fatigue.
The fatigue.
Oh, that's fatigue. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So as I am heading over there, I think I'm going to become very vulnerable, which is not a great thing to do, but I will, so that I can put Robert the Seize Initiative in your pool.
Okay.
Because if I understand correctly, you'll be doing that anyway, so I may as well give you extra options. And a card for Jim that hopefully he'll wait a minute before he plays. So I am now very vulnerable. And I will then, hopefully someone will be able to trade with me in the near future. As a free action, I am going to drink an elixir of spirit, which I've been carrying around for quite a long time. It seems like now is the time. It'll give me a +1 to spirit for an hour, and then after that, it's a penalty. It's used. I'm just going to mark used and hope I can buy a new one someday.
Yeah, but it's an appropriate time to use that. I mean, I know it hurts to use a consumable, but that's what you get them.
Yeah. No. That's why I'm doing it. It's just I hope it's the right way to go. Hope so. We'll see. All right. I did that thing. I am also going to spend a possibility here and be a bit of a genius, which is the ingenious, which lets me do a mind test, which might let me draw cards. Oh, that's sad. You know what?
You favored.
You did, so I'll go ahead and I'll use that up now.
Okay.
Oh,
That was better. That was quite a bit better.
That's how you favor something.
Yep.
Pay attention, Jim.
So I will draw. That gives me a card.
You think I'm going to get to choose to use my own favor? That's so cute.
Well, I did say that you got hope.
And then that lets me draw 3 new Destiny cards, but I get to give one away and discard the other 2.
Ah.
That's basically the thing that I tend to do.
Does that go into pool or hand when you give it away?
Let me look that up. I just shrunk that. Hand. Select one to any other players. On an outstanding, you may instead draw 3 cards and select one. So I don't think we're going to need the alertness. We're definitely not going to want... Well, I don't think we want a Maelstrom. I believe one of you guys is good at shooting and hitting things.
I mean, I'm not a shooter, but
that would be Locutus, I think.
Fuses is a puncher.
That's hitting things.
Take that adrenaline.
Yeah.
Well, you said shooting, so that's where my mind went.
Yep.
Yeah,
I was thinking you were going to be talking about a precision card.
No.
I did too.
Fair point. Lastly, before I try the DSR bar, I'm going to play this leadership, and to give where are you? I've not given anything to Yvonne yet, so you here can have a supporter, and who else has not gotten anything? Borya has not. You can have a glory.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
They has frickin' shot his wad.
I feel like Rod played for his critical moment without critical moment.
No kidding.
Sorry, hold on. Give me that glory back. I'm going to give you a different card.
Oh, okay.
Almost sounded hurt.
Yeah, no, I meant to. I forgot that I meant to give you this one because I wanted you to possibly consider trading it, or I wanted somebody to have it just in case I screwed up.
Gotcha.
Make sense?
Gotcha.
All right. So once you guys pool a couple of things, Jim's sitting on a rally. Although if he wants to play it sooner, since I have no cards.
Well, you played leadership. Doesn't that refill your card?
It does. It does. I totally forgot. Thank you for telling me that. We're under glory at the moment. So I'm going to draw back to 5. Yes.
Yes.
I believe that's correct. Who got glory? Oh yeah, Proctor Street on the Nightmare Seed. That was you.
Tanner got
Double A.
glory.
I did? Okay.
Yeah, Colonel.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played the card.
Tanner
Oh.
documented.
So, now I'm ready to finally roll Scholar. I said this is going to be a minute.
Oh, and that's all the time we have, folks. We'll see you next week.
That's right. We'll see you next week.
The step A.
See, now what would be funny though, Rod, is you're like, now I'm going to play for my critical moment. Drop all those cards you just leadershiped into your hand.
Thought about it. I was actually considering that, but most of them would not apply.
That's
And
almost broken.
Yeah, no, it's a monologue, and the not today would not have applied.
That's right. Moving on.
Yeah, what is that that step A I traded to you, Duboria? It doesn't let me re-roll, right? It would let you roll.
We are favored right now because there's always hope when you do a DSR.
Yes, thank you. I will re-roll because that was not a great roll. Still,
I thought you said you was going to re-roll.
I did. And that
Put English on it.
And that will be a 22, which should get step A done. Mark,
That does in fact get step.
and delete that aisle possibility to save you some time. You're welcome. All right, that was 10 minutes. I'm gonna have a cigarette. No, I don't smoke.
That's funny. Okay, who else would like? Who's next?
Look, Tanner will go on a go. I am calling out to Flit. May your light keep shining. You are a beacon for all. And I'm playing a romance on Queen Flit just because it's been in my hand. And it seems like a good time to go in and play it as I cheer her on and hopefully help her. And then I don't have to move. Wait, where did they go?
They got,
Put them in the center of the table.
I don't see them anymore.
Yeah, center.
Center of the star, Robert.
Okay, well, I don't see them, so let me
Reload. That's a reload.
Yeah. Yep.
And now I see them.
They're there, I promise.
Yeah, they disappeared from mine. And then I don't really have to move. I'm going to mind control this, or try to mind control this Rapnus. And I have to restart my character sheet. Give me a moment.
Yeah, I hate that.
And I'll move it over in a minute.
I need to be careful on what I'm clicking on tonight, so I don't undock the chat and have to reload everything because I got a shit ton of stuff on.
Is Robert going to be affected by the darkness penalty?
He is.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
So it's -4?
-6.
-6 right now?
Yep.
And I don't know what I rolled.
That is a standard success.
Okay.
Too
No, I
often.
need this one to be really high because what I'm going to command it to do next round.
Okay.
So, I am playing a possibility, and I want to try to get this as high as I can. Okay, a 19. I can live with it.
Let's see. That is 3 off and outstanding.
Well, no. He has to.
It's
Is he
toast.
possibility
Oh, that's
rated?
right. Yeah.
Test.
Yeah. If he's possibility rated, it's a test. I don't know if he's Ravnos R.
Okay, so it's an outstanding success.
Is he wounded?
Okay.
Should not be. It doesn't matter. He's
Okay,
not high enough.
Okay. So, to break out, it's going to be a -2 on him, and he's going to be going against my telepathy, which is a 16.
Okay.
But, yeah. So I'm doing that. I can't order him in the first round as far as I understand.
Yeah, you just took control of him.
Yeah. So I'm just going to stay there.
Okay. That's Tanner. Who's next?
So this possibility I need to burn to the dragon scale. Is that just a simple action to do so?
No, that is an action.
As an action. Okay. I will burn this Aurora possibility to fire up the
Okay.
aisle.
Because nobody likes those anyway.
Well, very few of us do. So is that going to be now are we in a, so we're in a core Earth
Yes.
aisle zone now? Okay.
We are, and I don't think anybody has any Cosm cards that are not core Earth, so that's a moot point there. But yes, you are now in the core Earth dominant, or Isle dominant, excuse me. Oh, they're core Earth, so let's do this. /R 2D2 D2. Ones you keep them, two you get rid of them. Thaddeus, drop it to the table. I think I got the Eilish deck out there. Go ahead and grab one.
That was my action.
But
And then Boria and Spoot are going to run towards 13. We're like, ah!
1, 2, 3. Yvonne.
Yes.
As Boria trods across the green, you watch as he trips over some kind of sigil in the ground, and notice this network of interwoven mystical powers has been etched into the grass, and tentacles lash out, and as they lash out, they come at you as this trap has been sprung for 3 wounds.
Ow. Well, 3's not that terrible. Could be worse, right?
It could have been.
It can always get worse.
So I will do Little Soak.
Who played that trap card?
Don't know if anyone remembers.
I will boost Little Soak.
Let's see if I wrote down who played the trap card.
I feel like it might have been.
I remember playing last week's trap card. I don't know about this one.
Right.
But it may have been me. I don't know.
I'm kind of thinking it was Lucius.
Yeah, I think it was. I think it was Dan.
I'm kind of thinking.
Go ahead and pick those 3 up, Dan.
All right.
Because I think you laughed.
Yep.
You're all, oh.
It gave me a weird little thing, so I'll do it again and see if 2 pop up. Nope. Hold on. Okay. Then I take 2 wounds.
Nobody has anything to put on that? Supporter, willpower.
I know I've given out a supporter, but I think I
You
gave
give it to me.
Yeah. I did. Well, do you want to trade, and I'll support you?
Sure.
So you can have. Excellent. I will play that, and then you can have this in your pool. You're very noble to have that martyr in your pool, Liam.
Yes.
Wow. That's going to be a hot potato moving around the table, I bet. All right, so you take a wound.
Just in case. So, all right.
Let's see, that was Boria and... was that Boria and Spoot or just Boria? That's Boria and Spoot.
Boria
right?
and Spoot, yes.
All right. Thaddeus, Lucius, Yvonne.
Like going to cast Diminish on them requires that -6, correct?
Yes.
On the whoever this dude is.
Yes, that's Malatritis.
All right, so I will put. This is not going to go well, but I'll do it anyway. Try haste on
You'll be
myself
fine.
and diminish on him.
Okay, what are you targeting?
Whoever is the opposite for the DSR. Oh, what am I targeting of his? It's going to be his mind once I get done.
Okay, your DN is 11.
Give me a second. All right.
You
so,
currently have a success.
Yep, but I want a higher success. I just popped a possibility on the table, so let's try
Okay.
to see what we get.
Figures you put it under the turn counter.
Uh,
That's where it always goes.
Alright, and what was my last roll? It was a 13. 21. So that's going to be an outstanding.
Yes, on the number.
Alright, so he's got -4 to his mind. And of course, cannot roll again on 20s.
Okay. Well, remind me on that 20 thing. Well, I don't know how to make that not do that on the character sheet. So we'll just have to audit any of his rolls, which he's going to be making here in a minute.
And of course, I'm hasted, so I can ignore the first 4 points of any multi-action.
That's Locutus. Thaddeus, Yvonne?
Well, while we're already making that guy be a really terrible roll, I may as well curse him. So -6 for darkness.
Yep.
That's fine.
Is this against his? What's his target?
This is going against his faith.
Or spirit, since I don't have faith. That's a 7.
Ouch.
I'd say standard success.
Yeah. We're gonna boost that.
No, it's a good success. My bad. That's a good success.
Yeah. But he doesn't need to succeed.
Okay, you're still going to boost it. Fine.
Did you take that away?
I think you took your candy away.
What were you thinking, Mark?
I'm sorry. It's been 3 weeks.
Anyway, so yes, that is a 20 against his faith skill.
So that's a 7. So that's an outstanding.
All right. Then he can have a -3 to all of his skill and attribute rolls for the next 3 rounds.
Damn.
On -3 on everything.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
That is
Well,
not stymied, by the way. So we can also then stymie.
Okay, that's.
So that's a -7 to his mind right there.
Just remind me. There's your. By the way, are you gonna take that back?
I will be using my favorite.
The GM screwed himself.
Told you it was coming.
That's all right. You're fine. Take it.
You all thought I was kidding.
We're just getting started, Jim. There's plenty of time. You're gonna be rolling some more dice. All right. Let's see. That's Thaddeus. Yvonne.
Yes, I will use simple action and teleport here and swing at Ravagon.
Oh, okay. Which pavilion are you at? You are at 14. As you step near 14, you realize nothing bad happens to you. You realize something. The Dermestids. You get the idea that as you step near there, if you can manage a first aid or a medicine DN16 on the 4 poles of this tent or this pavilion, you can simultaneously disable this pavilion and impact his ritual in a negative fashion, i.e. he gets a -2. He's drawing power from it now, i.e. he's getting a +2. But if you disable it, you can remove that bonus he's getting, and you're pretty certain you'll release the energy contained in this pavilion, and it might do some nice stuff.
Okay.
But that's with a first aid or a medicine DN16 on the 4 pillars of this pavilion.
Right. So I swing at Ravagon.
Fair.
And I have like Vin Diesel eyes from Pitch Black, so I do not worry about darkness penalties.
Okay. Well, your number's a 15. They're very unarmed.
Okay. So that let's add a little.
Can put a little English on it, huh?
Yes. Okay, good success.
That is a good success. Your toughness is a 15, armor 3.
Oh, that sucks. Oh well. He is also stymied.
A couple points of shock. You're not really worried about that. All right. That is all of you. Okay. Colonel Day. There. Get one there. And there. And Borea's coming over here. So we'll get that. Boom. Boom. Choop. Choop. Oop. Do I have extra? Who am I missing? Where's Tanner?
You already got me. You already tagged me with one of them.
Yep.
Just there. Yeah.
Who am I missing? 1, 2, 3, 4,
You don't have
5.
me on there? You don't have
Maybe not.
Thaddeus?
I don't see
No, I don't see
Thaddeus.
Thaddeus.
Yep, you're right.
Thaddeus took off hiding.
I'm
Thaddeus
just
is running.
no. I'm just too in tune with the darkness of Aurora.
Is that why you always roll ones?
Maybe. Just maybe.
Excuse me. All right.
Well, we're getting hit by 3 people.
Oh, some of us look like we're getting hit by more than just 3.
Yeah.
Maybe. Let's see. So they're going to have to move a long way to get to everybody. Let's see what we got going on here. We'll deal over here with Ivan first. Yvonne. Let's get over here. How's a 19 look against your melee or unarmed?
It's good.
It's good. Ooh.
Okay. I will, as free action, try to do strength to get rid of that.
Well, you haven't taken any wound. Did you just take a wound?
Yeah, I took a wound.
Okay. Oh, you're trying to get rid of the wound you took from the trap before
Right, before
anything
I take
else.
this wound.
Yeah, I got you. That's smart. Hey, look at that.
Okay.
Congratulations.
So I'm done. I take that wound.
You're not soaking the 20?
No, it's 1 wound, 2 shock. So
Oh, okay. So you took the wound and then got rid of the wound, so you have a wound.
correct.
He didn't want to be at 2,
Check.
and it made more sense to roll.
I got it. All right. Let's see. Moving around the board. Borea.
Yep.
That is. What is that? 9 unarmed or melee.
That'll be a miss.
Okay. Oop. Spook.
Spoot.
Probably. How's that on spook?
Spoot's unarmed is a. Wait. Why does he have that? It'd be a 12, so it's gonna be a miss anyway.
Okay. Thaddeus. Oh, Thaddeus. 2. Oh, it's just 3. So. 2. Oh, I think that's the ghillie. Is it the ghillie? Yes. Oh, let's do that. Hang on just a second. Ooh. Oh, I did. I disconnected the chat bar. Son of a. I'm not. Oh, where'd it go? Where'd it go?
I've never found a way to put it back.
Hang on just a second, gentlemen. I'm going to try and operate with it sitting somewhere else and see how it goes. So I'm pretty sure a 25 is an outstanding success.
Against what?
It's slow, so let's see. I don't. Shit. You had to ask me that.
I have weird defenses on some things, so.
Yeah. Willpower spirit.
That, sir, is a good.
It's only a good?
I have a willpower 17, sir.
Wow. That's impressive.
Why do you think I'm rolling to pick up every horse possibility?
Your speed is decreased by 50%, and you may not run.
Okay, I'll go real
Exactly.
slow.
Don't dick around with that. Tanner.
Okay.
Tanner, Gilly. Oh.
Okay, I'll accept that.
Cusis. That's a 15 on your melee or unarmed.
It's a miss.
False. Let's see.
There's a Rabagon attacking Locutus?
Oh, no, there is not.
Okay.
We'll stick with that miss, though. Because it would have been a claw attack. And there's not a Rabagon attacking Locutus. Colonel Day. Colonel Day gets... How's an 8 against your will spirit?
An 8?
Yes.
No, I'm afraid that's not going to get there. You're 4 short.
Okay. And how is a 9 on your melee or unarmed?
That is also a miss because of this creature shell I'm carrying around.
Damn it. Okay.
Yes, I was very. Are you real quick though, Mark? Are you counting the very vulnerable?
No, I am not. So that would be a 13 and a 12.
So the 13 is a standard success, and the 12 is also a standard success.
All right. So I think you're a quarter speed.
Mm-hmm.
Which is no running.
Yeah. no running and a quarter speed.
Yeah, it's really the outstanding you're looking for when you go for the slows, unfortunately.
Yeah.
What? That do?
You're
You lose your
stymied.
next
No,
turn.
no, it's better. This actually is good for me. It's 25, you're slowed and you're stymied.
Stymied? Okay.
Because that makes it harder for him to oppose Maltritis.
It does.
And you got a standard on the hit from the claw. So that'll be 14.
Happening at the same time?
A Ravagon and a Gilly. The Gilly casts slow on you as the Ravagon comes in after and attacks you with his claws.
Okay.
Because
It
you're
matters
opposing.
for needing to soak. Because that is a wound and 2 shock, but I'm going to have to take the wound and 2 shock. A little low on possibilities, so I will take it.
Check. All right, and Maltritis. He is now going to try step
Hey,
A.
Rod.
Yeah.
You can spend your possibility.
You sure?
I have a transfer card and 6 core earth possibilities.
Okay. Then I will try then.
And there's no die roll.
I mean, Jim only
associated with the
needs
card,
one
so you know what?
possibility. That's all
There
Jim
you go,
needs.
Colonel.
So
you're fine.
Apparently I am fine. It was the stymied. I was like, so.
Yeah, nobody likes the stymied.
Nope.
I liked the stymie. All right, so I need.
Yep, nobody.
Oh, I think not.
You've got that -7 in there, right?
Actually, I should have a +3 in there.
Oh, you should have a +3 in there, like I said, right?
Yes. But I'm going to spend a possibility on it.
Okay.
Now, fortunately, I think that this is one of the few times that somebody on the stream doesn't have a negation.
Wait for your book.
There we go. So Maltritis has also completed step A. He's keeping pace with you. And that is all of me. Play cards into your pools. And we will go and get another card. Unless someone's going to do something like seize this one or not. No?
No, because we need a B.
Okay.
Yeah, we need a B.
Oh no! The villains will go first, and they can be up. For the approved actions are defend and intimidate.
I'm turning it. I'm turning that one. I'm not going to let them be up.
There's a B and a C on the card, though, Robert.
Don't care. They're not going to be up.
Hold on.
Oh, can you get rid of their up?
Yes.
Okay, Then if there's a B on here, I'll leave it if he can get rid of the up.
Yep, I will use my my once per day, once per India campaign medal. So let me mark that as used, and I will put this. Do you want to do a monologue, Robert?
No. Well, I have to do an action to get the guy to do something for me.
Yes, you do. All right. So.
But someone else needs the monologue, of course, because Ron, you need to do the thing.
Right. That's why I'm trying to figure out who to give the monologue to.
Thaddeus.
All right. There you go.
that does two things. That gets your up out of the way, and it keeps Thaddeus from rolling dice.
The logic was impeccable.
That's right.
Yeah, it's why I couldn't even argue it. It was kind of like, but I have so many things I want to do. Clearly tell them about their faults and how it is coming to punish them, and their sins are their own to pay for. Yeah, that's totally in character too.
All right, so defend and intimidate are the approved actions. I go first. And I assume all of those conditions are still on Maltritis, yes? So he's still at -7?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, he's still cursed from me, so.
Yeah.
Those are 3 rounds.
And the 4.
Diminished, right? Minus
yes.
outstanding diminished -4, and then cursed -3, so that's -7. But he's gaining bonuses from the pavilions, and you can see the magic energy pulse towards him as he begins to, and everybody's oohing and ahhing. You can hear the people outside the the green, and it's attracting all kinds of people. They're gathering around as this begins. Yeah, so I'm gonna go for 2 steps here. Um, Alteration.
Oh, did he get his step A last turn?
Mhm.
Yes, he did.
He did.
Alteration, apportation. Apportation's 14. Oh, let's see. So, I don't think it matters which one we roll, so we'll just roll apportation because that's a 14. Okay, so I'm -7, but I'm gaining from 5 pavilions, so that's
Hey.
+3. Yes.
I hate to interrupt, Mark, but yeah, you're -4 on your mind, so one of those skills are probably not down -7.
Apportation is not.
Yeah.
But alteration is. So we'll roll alteration instead because, as you pointed out, it's going to be lower. Good call. So +3 and submit. No.
And it really would be +1 because he's doing 2 steps, isn't he?
Correct. You are absolutely correct. But he's spending. So we'll correct that on this one to be +1.
Keeping those game states.
No, that's
Yeah.
keep me honest. And we rolled a 3 because that sucked. Oh, one off. Oh, so I only get step B.
Oh, does that have a different DN?
Yes, it does. But I do get step B. I succeeded at alteration, but the apportation. Ooh, but I'm higher. I'm higher on my apportation. I get them both because I'm only one off, and I have 3 points higher on my apportation. Ha! There we go. So I got B and C. So as he completes his ritual with the pulsing energy, you see that what is possible needs to be reset to the natural order. Blue and red sparks begin to dance around as the lines in the ground linking the pavilions to the stage become more prominent, and the red and blue sparks flash clearly in a pentagram shape that everyone can see. The MC, the Master of Ceremonies, is moving the volunteer towards a makeshift altar, and they look like they're not laying her on the altar, but they're handing her some kind of odd shaped ball to hold, which she holds to her chest, right over her heart. And that ball looks very similar to what you saw the man at Proctor's Ledge clutch to his chest right before the nightmare tree sprang forth and consumed him. And you get the idea that if this seed is the same as what he used there, that it's going to immediately sink its roots into the ground and penetrate core earth all the way to Aurorsh and create a conduit of some kind. But it looks much larger than the seed that you saw at Proctor's Ledge. Let's see. And then as he completes his casting and anchoring of the inanimate forces to tying it to the result, the homeless inside the pavilions, you see the Ravagons begin to descend on the homeless and sacrifice them one at a time. If they're not stopped either by driving off the homeless or somehow, those pavilions, let's see, this is going to completely empower this it's going to completely empower this ritual.
Well, 11 is not able to start sacrificing yet.
No, that's correct. If you're engaging a Ravagon at Liam in sight, that one's not. You also notice that 5 members of the audience step towards the stage holding drum-like baskets that look just like the one that Yvonne holds. Yeah, he's done B and C. He just needs to complete D. All right, that's him. Let's go around. We'll start with Yvonne.
Do we want to start with Colonel Day?
We can.
Sure. We started with Maltritis. Well, I'm not done with my turn yet.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
I got a lot to do.
He was saying, I'm going around and attacking you now.
Yes, correct. Yvonne.
No, good call.
What's an 11 on your melee or unarmed, Yvonne?
He's also. I guess he wouldn't be stymied because he went, but that's a miss. He missed.
All right. We'll come down to.
Actually, Yvonne, he still would be because. Oh no, they went second. That's right.
Right. Yeah. It's either a miss or even more of a miss.
Spooked Borea. I doubt that hit.
That'll be a miss.
Okay. Ooh, spooked. He likes you spooked. How's that?
Ravagon it's a miss.
Okay. Thaddeus. Nine on Thaddeus.
A 9 is a standard hit.
Standard hit. Nope, that's wrong. That's. You may enjoy 10 from the claw.
Okay, that is some points of shock.
Hannah. No. Ooh, Viking. Do I get to do anything fun on you? No. I just with my axe. How's a 13 look, Tana?
You have a standard success on me.
You may enjoy 14. You are stymied.
Okay, I can't get rid of that stymied. 14 is just going to be shock. But I still am going to have to try to do a willpower to save my...
little concentration.
Mm-hmm. And now I'm stymied.
Locutus, while he's trying to figure out if he's lost his mind control. You fine? All right. How's a 12 on Locutus?
It's a miss.
Melee or unarmed?
It's a miss.
That's a miss. And Colonel? Oh, that's sad. I'm pretty sure 7 melee or unarmed misses the Colonel.
Technically, it's an 11, which is a standard hit.
It is an 11, isn't it? Because you're still very vulnerable.
Did they not get the negative to the vision?
No.
Okay.
They're the bad guys.
The bad guys don't get that. It's a Rorsch rule. But we're not in a Rorsch.
No, we're not. We're an Isle, so.
And the Viking steps up and raises his great axe over his head. How's a 13 look?
Was that on me?
Yes, sir.
A 13 is also a hit. But what was it? The 14 was the damage from the first thing.
Correct.
All right. And Jim said to go ahead and make sure I was soaking. So I have to soak for the 13. The damage. Ugh. Did that supporter that I dealt out to somebody get played yet?
Yes.
I don't think the supporter has been used, has it?
I pulled it to someone.
Yeah, but then there was a trade to reuse.
Then you traded it so you could play it on Liam's.
So yeah. That is unfortunate. All right, so I'll take the wound.
Sure.
Okay.
You can boost it, and I have the transfer already in my pool.
All right, that's the last one.
But then I'll give you the transfer. Wah.
No, I'm just trying to avoid spending all your cards, Jim.
Oh yeah, but they're core Earth possibility cards. There's core Earth possibilities. I'm not really going to reuse those.
Yeah. Okay. Fair. All right.
It's a bad day if he gets to those.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. All right. So that puts me at good enough. The 13 is going to be the Viking Berserker has a standard hit as well.
All right. Before you go further, let me go ahead and play this now. All right, Rod, I'm going to put a couple of these in, so don't just hit accept first.
Okay.
Because I'm sitting ready to submit on the damage.
I'm sure you are.
That's very generous, Jim. Thank you. Oh, 5. Damn.
I have 9, so, you know.
Okay.
You got 14 more and you're stymied, Colonel.
By the way, Ivan, these are coming your way.
Yeah, hold on. That's also going to try. I'm going to try to soak that one as well. Excellent.
I had one. Oh, that's why. Weird.
These guys are kicking my ass a little bit. I don't know if I want to go very vulnerable again.
Well, you are opposing their Dark Warlock and his
Except
rituals.
that one, because it's for whatever reason, it was not showing my... There we go.
Okay.
It was showing them as shadows in my thing.
And come on, you're beta tier. You're fine.
Me?
That's a little high pitched there. You're a little worried.
I'm not. I'm a non-combatant, sir.
Surrounded non-combatant. All right. I believe that is in fact all of me. Maltritis has completed step B and step C. Things are getting. You can feel the magic in the air, and you can feel the Aurorish reality descending around you, pressing the core Earth world laws in like a bubble that's getting ready to burst. The pressure is mounting, and you can feel it almost on that sixth sense that is what you control possibility energy with. It's almost ready to scream. It's feeling so much pressure. Who would like to go first?
I think it's time to go for broke.
Is it?
Because I think it's a good idea. Because someone's going to have penalties to doing B and C.
And we're going to make it any?
Any, yep.
And this is for any penalties. So that also gets rid of 4 points of the darkness penalty.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Liam, so I don't know why I had 9 core Earth possibilities. I gave 5 to Rod, so I should have had 4. It only let me pass you one, and then it shadowed out the rest of mine, and they're gone now. I don't know why, but I did mean to give you a couple of them.
Because you're cheating, that's why. You shouldn't have.
It was like, how did you ever get 9 of those things at once? But
I roll 1 so I can cheat with the possibilities. All right, who'd like to go?
I will teleport to there.
Oh no, he's my.
Yeah. I know. I don't wanna. I wanna leave.
I wish to be here.
And figure out what's supposed to be going if it's like first aid again.
Okay, so that's 11. On Pavilion 11, you can sense the mechanism of magic sucking luck into this pavilion, and if you can test reality DN10, you think you can shape and encapsulate the energy of this pavilion long enough to cut it off from the ritual.
Okay.
And you'll remove the bad luck magic, and
So I will do that.
Okay.
And I'll put a modifier of 1 to cancel out my wounded from the go for broke. I will use my favored.
Okay.
There.
Hey, look at that. That's all you needed.
I did a thing.
Okay, so you have managed to cut off this pavilion. You've encapsulated the... Yes. Hang on just a second, guys.
Mm-hmm.
You've done a thing that's not first aid.
Yeah, there's no way. No way.
What's the last DM?
Sorry, my daughter walked up and had questions about dinner. Yeah, so you've encapsulated the reality of this pavilion, and as you do that, it seems like you have severed um, the alien invading reality that is suppressing core Earth in this area, and we are now in an Eilish core Earth mixed zone. So Thaddeus, you're the only one that has one, and you still have it.
Darn it.
Yeah, sorry. Did you drop a possibility to the table for me there, Yvonne?
I was supposed to have gotten a
Yeah,
couple
he should have
more.
gotten 2. He should have. So that's what I'm saying. I passed 5, and I was gonna pass 3 to Lehman. So that was gonna leave me with 1 core Earth, and then that. But like I said, I don't know where they went.
And I didn't need the possibility. I used the one free favored.
Oh, you favored it out. You didn't possibility it. Okay.
Right.
So are you missing, Jim, are you saying you're missing possibilities?
I'm missing 2.
Right. So Lehman should have 2 more, and I should have 1. I don't know why they shadowed away. Thank you.
I don't see them anywhere. They might be hiding. They might have dropped to, you know what, if we flipped a bunch of stuff, they might be underneath something. Sometimes they go to the back, and you've got other things that are forward and just covers them. I'm not even going to try and find them right now because that's more trouble than it's worth. Okay, so let's come back to that. The question in chat was about Step D. Step D is any magic skill or scholar.
Yeah,
16.
So it's either a mind or a spirit related task.
But right now, you guys have completed A, and you have B and C to be done, which is different.
Yeah, it's not for me. It's for
Scholar is 18, by the way. Alteration magic is DN 16.
So Boria would like to run over to the pavilion over here. And try to shut that down, but I don't know how. What do I have to do?
You're at 13.
Mm-hmm.
That's down this way. The dragon seems to be paying attention here, and the clerics of the scale are they are the ones sacrificing the homeless here. If you can intimidate the clerics of the scale to leave or drive them out with a DN 14 intimidate, then that will probably embolden the forces of light as they see success within their grasp.
Fantastic. I would like to, because we're still under darkness penalty, I would like to multi-action. I'm going to use my crown to mage light and then intimidate.
Okay.
And there's a get out! You know, that kind of thing. Am I at a modifier for the darkness for the intimidate?
So mage light, what verbiage does that say as far as?
Well, you also don't forget
penalties?
you got the four points that you can ignore.
Yeah, I know. It's either I'm going to be a -4 or a minus, or not a minus.
Is mage light's not core, that's Isle, isn't it? Nope, it's core.
It's core. It's core.
Totally core.
Says all darkness penalties within the radius are negated.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
He's nice.
It's a nice. Do you have to roll that? Or does your crown just cast it?
It's a roll.
Alright.
I roll as telepathy.
Okay.
So we're just gonna roll the intimidate, and we will modify as we need.
Is this a multi-action to activate your crown and intimidate?
Yes, it would be a multi-action to do so.
We've got enough, but you've blasted away. Okay, so you can't take advantage of the mage light on your roll.
Correct.
So you're -6, but the card gets rid of 4. So you're -2. So you're -4 for the multi-action.
-4. Okay. There we go. So right now I'm there. I'm definitely going to do.
You get 14 on Pavilion.
Give you that. Oh, yeah, because I can favor afterwards if I need to.
But you've already spent the possibility.
Yeah, but I get to.
Right. If the possibility doesn't do enough, then he can still favor if you
Then
want.
I can still favor.
Yeah, but isn't the possibility spent and he'd have
Yeah.
to spend another one?
Correct.
Okay.
That's fine.
Just
I have
making
no
sure
problem
we're
with that.
making
Yeah.
decisions with full knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Same with this if cards got played, but
Yeah.
but you know when he's
Do
gonna do
that.
that.
Why do I need to do that?
Boom. Okay. Yes.
Okay, so the mage light, everyone around there is now.
What's our
What does it say?
area of effect?
It's outstanding. Area effect is a 10-meter radius
Just you.
around me. Correct.
Yeah.
And so everyone within that 10 meters are now very stymied.
Which is you and Spoot, and everybody attacking you and Spoot.
Which I'll take. That's okay.
But you have set off a dazzling display of light amidst the darkness, and the forces of darkness are demoralized at this, while the forces of light rally, and you hear a cheer go up, so much so that it anchors the law of hope, and everyone gets another favored for a roll of their choice. This one cannot favor you out of a 1. This is just a standard favor. Sorry, Jim. So if you've used yours, you get another one. If you have not used yours, you have 2. And it seems that the line of light that connects this pavilion to the stage no longer crackles with red and blue, and you can see Malatritus looks at you, snaps his head around and looks at you, and he sets his eyes in an evil gaze upon you.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, he's down 2 more. Now he's -4 on his ritual. That was Boria and Spoot. Who's next?
I guess I will go for steps B and C.
Before you do,
Sure, I can wait.
I'm going to enhance your, I guess, mind for this.
Take your card, by the way, Mike.
Your enhanced. Well, I have a +1 on spirit already. I have a +1 on both, technically.
So, I mean, it can go up to +3. So you don't want to worry about it.
If it's +3, then do it on the spirit.
All right. So I'll try to enhance your spirit. Punch a guy here and diminish his spirit. So let's see, punch is going to be 5 points less, so I'll just go ahead and roll the enhance. Casting 2 spells doesn't count as a multi-action, just does it?
Yeah, it does. You're casting 2 spells. You're doing 2 things.
Okay, so then the 2 points takes care of those 2 points. 4 points for the light. We still have 2 points on the light, correct?
So you're targeting Colonel Day?
Well, the diminish is going to be targeting the bad guy.
Okay, but you have 2 ranged targets.
Right.
Right? Okay, so you're -6 for the darkness.
Which take the 4 out for the card that was
So
played.
it's -2. Your multi-action -4.
I'm hasted and takes care of the 4 points of that.
Then you're 0.
Well, I mean, still got the 2 for the darkness.
Right. Yeah. So you're right, Dan. Because the haste doesn't just get rid of -4. It can get rid of up to.
Yes. -2.
All right, some candy for that. -2. Submit. Last roll was only an 8.
I gave you guys too many possibilities.
All right, so it's going to be a 26. See, enhance. What is your current spirit, Rob?
My spirit with the current +1 on it is a 9.
So it's definitely an outstanding. So now you have +3 to your enhance.
I should have saved my potion.
Sorry. So against his willpower or spirit for the bad guy, how's a 26
That
look?
is a 12.
So it's an outsitting on that as
Outstanding.
well. So now his spirit can also be diminished by four for, and then of course the 20 deal.
Balls. Okay.
And now the attack is going to be 5 points. Yeah, 5 points less. Whoever attacked me last, which one was that?
Well, you're doing 3 things?
Yes.
It's the haste got rid of the 3 things.
Okay. Cool.
So
I don't remember who smacked you last.
we'll just go with this guy right here.
Okay, that's the Viking.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and
Did you
smack
hit
the
with an axe?
Viking. No, I didn't get
Okay,
hit with
okay,
anything.
okay.
They swung at me. That's going to be 21 against his defense.
That is that is a good success.
Only a good. All right.
Yep.
So let me give you damage for the cyber punch.
His toughness is an 11 armor 1.
You can have 3 wounds, 6 shock.
That would be 2 wounds more than he could take.
Excellent. I feel like I did pretty good around that time. And that's it.
Very helpful.
I will go for B and C now.
Does anybody want to interrupt him before he gets rolling?
Hey, Rod.
You want to have a second chance?
I do.
Because you already used that reroll that could be used on a 1, didn't you?
I did. So here's a drama for you, Lehman.
This time I did not do it to myself.
All right, I'm going for the reality roll because Scholar is 3 points higher. All right, that is not technically enough. So, but I don't have it. I was going to put the drama on it, but I guess instead it'll be this possibility.
Do you have another card in your pool?
I do not.
Okay.
Reality's 15. The end 15.
I'm 1 away. Did I already do the...
Hold on. I got you.
Oh, wait. Idea was any, right?
Hey, Lehman, can you give me that drama? I'm going to give you that. All right, I'm going to play leadership, which I can play the drama for you, Rod.
I appreciate that.
Because I put it in your pool from my
My
pool.
pool, and I immediately...
That's okay.
That was a long way around.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, but it works.
You don't have to. It worked, but you don't have to. It threw a stymied in there that I forgot to take off for that -4 going away. So I'm actually at a 16, not a 14.
You're stymied.
Except,
We got to go for broke.
penalty, go for broke, gets rid of the penalty.
Yep.
Okay, you are stymied. You took that into account, but it's erased. It shouldn't have been in the number. Okay, so I got you. I'm with you.
Now, I'm still more than willing to pick this drama up.
But you don't need it.
Go for it. You might
Go
need
for
it.
As we basically just taking the cards and kind of throwing them up in the air and see where they land.
Yeah.
But it is fun.
Yeah. So we're doing what is our step C skill? Apportation or persuasion?
You had said scholar as well.
Okay, scholars is 16 on that. So you have a 14 on step B and a 16 on step C.
I have currently a 16 reality and a 19 scholar.
Okay, B and C done. Keeping up with the Joneses. Or Malatritis in this case.
Uh,
I would like to think he's keeping up with us.
Well, he went before you. So.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said
get your card too. That because any is the approved action.
not when it's but DSRs don't ever draw cards when you advance.
Yep. You're right. Let's see. Yvonne, Thaddeus, Tanner.
Thaddeus continues to monologue.
Thaddeus.
Yes. And Tanner is, I've been trying to think, originally I was going to have him destroy the Ravagauntlet, destroy Pavilion 11, but that has been taken care of. So what I'm going to do is something they probably are not going to expect. The Ravagauntlet I am controlling. I am, international symbol of telepathy, and telling him to grab the ball the sacrifice is carrying and throw it toward me.
Ooh.
And at the same time, I'm going to take -2 on this. I am going to try to taunt our evil sorcerer, Maleficius or something.
Maltritus.
Yeah, Maltritus. Maltritus, really? This was your plan? All along? You must be the lamest occultist in Aurora. So I'm taunting him.
Okay.
And I'm going to still be at -6 for the darkness.
The free action to direct your mind-controlled Ravagon?
Yes. And so that's why I have I'm stymied, and I have the -2 on that. That's going to be taken care of by the go for broke, so I'll still have the -6 darkness penalty. And I will go on and spend a possibility.
You're taunting? Hang on. You're taunting?
Him, yes.
You're one off.
Well, I'm spending a possibility.
Okay.
And there. So a 16.
Boom. Good success.
Okay, so I'm making him very stymied.
Okay.
And I will draw a card.
Yvonne?
Didn't I already go by teleporting and?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
You did. I just didn't move you. It's all of you. Cards and pools? Bomb. And we will flip the card. Time for action. The villains will go first, and then the heroes can flurry. The approved actions are attack and trick. There's an A and a C on the card.
Do I want to continue going, or do you want me to try to get us to a D?
Hold on one moment.
Are we going to keep this card, or is it going? Are you doing something to get rid of it, Lehman?
Because it does not give him a step D.
Yeah.
And Jim has a rally, so we can go search for one.
Okay.
Right.
Which the
And in addition, we can try to shut down more of these pavilions too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right.
Sorry, I thought I had something that might. It still might be beneficial, but not exactly now.
Yeah.
Do what you want.
Was the Ravagon able to get the sphere from the girl?
He got about halfway. It's a long ways to cover from that pavilion over there. He only moves 27 meters, so he's about halfway. He can run and make an attempt next round, assuming he hasn't burst out.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Oh, and I got an attempt. I get to an attempt to break free, don't I?
Yes.
Yep. Well,
I didn't do that last time.
But you're at -2 to do it.
I got a 10, but I think 16. You said
16.
Yeah, I didn't. So no worries. All right. So we're playing this card.
Yeah. Yeah, I like us flooring.
Okay.
Allows us to put more cards in our pool.
Mm-hmm. There may or may not be a rally coming at the end of those flurries. Or, actually, you guys are probably done with cards in hand anyway, aren't you?
No.
No, I still have some, but I don't mind.
I have 4.
Because those would really allow me to get rid of some.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, I'm probably going to play the rally at the end of our first turn, so that any cards we draw can get put into our pools for the flurry turn.
I like that.
I did do that. Huh. Crap. let's. Yeah, let's do that. All right, so Malatritus looks at you, Colonel.
Yep.
How does a 17 look against your will spirit?
Standard success.
A standard. How much am I over?
3.
So I needed to get to a 24 to have an outstanding success on you?
Correct.
Well, I don't think I can get there from here. That's all right. You can be very stymied.
I am
Very
now.
stymied. Very stymie me? No. Very stymie you. And let's get the
Weren't you
rabbit
very
going.
tiny though?
Huh?
Yeah,
Weren't
you were very stymied.
Oh, I sure was. So that would be a 13.
13, which is a failure. I'm sure you're going to spend a possibility and still get me. But let's see how
No.
fast you get me.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
So you start
No,
for
I'm
the
not,
shot?
because my target was lose a turn, and I can't get there. I couldn't get there from here with 17. I'm not going to try and get there from fail. So
Seems fair.
I had a goal, and I'm not going to spend on that. But the Ravagon sees that you are.
Stymied.
So Maldetritus wants to take the shock for that?
He'll take the shock. He's not worried about that. D3. 2. That would be him. What's your intimidate, Colonel?
Only a 12.
And your maneuver?
Much lower.
Mark, I hate to ask this question for you.
You can ask.
But did you check to see how many people around the colonel got affected by that?
No.
Because it's a large blast radius, including allies.
Oh, so he won't take shock. So, silver lining.
No, but all the Ravagons.
Well, no, I didn't successfully cast that.
But you
It
didn't
didn't go
successfully
off.
cast it against him, but it still could go against their willpower as well, right?
What?
Yes.
The target is
It's
the willpower.
Yeah, you have to check against everyone's willpower.
My spell did not go off.
It goes off, it just didn't affect him.
It didn't affect him.
I got your point. I got your point. Yeah, I got your point. It's just 13. Oh, balls.
However, he would understand it's an AoE. He probably wouldn't have done that knowing he was going to stun his own walls.
You know.
I think it's fair to say
No. I'll run with it. He's.
That's what a player did last.
No. I'll run with it. He's got plans. He wanted you not to take an action, and I still can't get there. And I'm not going to just juice it up on my guys. I'll stick with more of what I said. So I'm at a 13. So. Oh, come on. Open up here. And a stun. I'm gonna. Okay, that's what that is. There. Probably gonna get everybody like that. Yes.
Hey,
And
Liam.
Yes.
yes.
The wording on stun is weird because it's
Yes.
okay.
I know.
I was gonna say, put that on your list of 1.5
Yes.
rules clarifications.
And
Because
yes.
it says like your enemies, but then the sentence after it says like everybody.
Everyone in a large blast, yeah.
All right,
One
so
of my players did that last Friday and got everybody, every Storm Knight and 5 because the maximum opponents is 5.
we were talking
but
about that.
allies are unlimited. And every Storm Knight got hit.
Yeah, so they're all very stymied in that little block. So yeah, so that's all right. So let's just do this. Oh, even at a -4. How's a 13 look on the Colonel? Melee or non?
That is a standard hit. You're going against an 11.
Okay, 14 damage incoming.
Yep. Possibility outgoing in just a moment.
Ooh. Nope.
What about with that card?
Can you play that retroactively?
Oh no, it doesn't say. That's why I said what about instead of a here's what I'm gonna do. I don't know. If you say no, then I'll pick it back up and it'll go back to my pool.
It doesn't say. You know, I'll let you go. I'll let you run with it because you're sacrificing a resource, and it doesn't say you can't or can, unless Liam wants to jump in there and say that there's a rule somewhere that says that you can't play a card retroactively. I don't see why you can't.
Most of them allow you to play it after you see what's going on. So.
I mean, Torg is a very player-friendly game.
It's your call.
No, you're good. You soak. You spent
player-friendly game, which 2 podcasts ago, I noticed how friendly you guys were talking about for the critical moment.
All right, so you soaked. That was the Rabagon.
We'll smooth right over that comment.
And there's the possibility.
And that would be the Lost Soul. So the Lost Soul claws at you. That's a 1. So there's 0. So he missed. Instead, put the -4 in. All right, that's the Colonel. And so I don't have anybody over here. And Yvonne is all by himself over there. Is anybody going to peel away from Locutus? No. So Yvonne's fine. Locutus over there. We'll just, since we're looking at him. You only have 2 on you now. That's the Gilly. You're already slowed, so I'm going to claw you.
Who's slowed? I'm not slowed.
I've slowed 2 people
you
over there.
Slowed me, and I think you slowed the Colonel.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, I clawed at you. It's already rolled, and I missed. Tanner, you got all 3. 2. Tanner, that's the Gilly also. I slowed you already. Have I slowed you, Tanner?
Nope.
That's a 12 against your will or spirit.
You have a standard.
You can be slow and stymied.
Okay. Slow and stymied.
25%. And Thaddeus. No J in that. RD3. Oh, that would be Lost Soul. 12 on Thaddeus.
That is a standard.
Claws. You may enjoy 10.
That is more shock.
And Borea. There are 4 over there. Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, they'll be very stymied at the moment also. Well, we all are.
Oh,
good
thing Rabagons can't disconnect.
Mm-hmm.
It is a good thing they can't.
Spooked. Ooh, what's Spook's willpower or spirit?
Ooh, Spook's willpower spirit is it's an 8, so that looks like a good success.
Spoot is moving very, very slowly.
Yeah, 50%, and I believe very stymied.
I was already very stymied.
Oh, no, yep, and cannot run.
Cannot run. No running for Spoot.
Well, it's a good thing he flies.
No run at all. Smart ass. Oh shit! I was a minute early. Sorry. It's 8:59.
Yes?
He invited it.
He did. It's his own fault. I think that's all of me. Okay, let the bloodletting begin. Who would like to go first?
Borga's going to be simple because he's just going to head. He's going to run because he can towards over here.
Okay, very vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
You can get over there.
Oh, I get over there.
I'll let you get over there. You can't do anything with it, but you can get over there.
I'll get over there. Sure.
And you're very vulnerable.
Spoot will fly up and start slowly heading towards me.
I'm coming, boss.
He's going to maneuver the Revagon.
Spoot's slow state makes it difficult to maneuver.
How's a 12 look against
On the Revagon?
Yeah.
No, I'm afraid that is 3 short of a success.
3 short of success. We'll take it.
You did not succeed. Did Spoot take?
Yeah, Spoot will be
Just suck it up.
He'll be vulnerable also because
Okay.
he's getting out of combat.
Pavilion 12 seems to have something to do with conjuration. There are wild folk running all over the pavilion, sacrificing the ords there. You're going to have to lure them away by taunting them or maneuvering them out of the pavilion, DN 14. If you're successful, you're going to scatter them, creating problems for the forces of darkness, and likely cause them difficulties. Yeah.
Fantastic.
So if you would like to attempt that on your next action, you may certainly do that.
Okay.
So that's Boria and Spoot. Who's next?
Let's see.
Go
ahead.
I'll just teleport down here, portal, and see what 10.
Which one is that? 10?
Yeah.
This is anchoring the pattern or setting the pattern. You're going to have to physically shove everyone out from under the pavilion with a DN14 unarmed combat. Oh, I'm sorry. This pavilion has been set on fire. It's already burning. This one burst into flames when step A was complete. Shit, I forgot about that. Let's see which one is. Yeah, this one is already on fire. So if you'd like to rethink where you're going, you certainly may.
Okay.
Let's see what other ones are on fire with step B and step C. I may not have written them down. Yep, I didn't. Oversight on my part. All right, where would you like to go? I think you guys know what all the pavilions are now.
Yeah.
I think 14 is the only one left.
Well,
Yeah, 14.
Oh, no,
I can't
that's
do.
that's the first aid.
Yeah, first aid or
Yep.
medicine. Okay, so I will.
does slap patch work on?
Hey, you can come in and
Pavilions.
kill off some of the people on us.
Yeah.
Yeah, jump in the middle and help out the colonel.
Yes, excellent idea.
Colonel agrees.
Colonel
will-
approved.
I will attack these 2 Vikings. I have Whirlwind. And,
So those Vikings are actually a good distance apart because one of them is on Tanner over there,
okay.
and the
What
other
I'm
one is
saying
on
is,
Colonel.
yeah, attack these 2. Yeah.
Then the Gilly and the Viking.
Okay, what are we attacking them with?
A big hammer.
Okay, so these, let's see, 14.
You want me to distract one of them for you, Lehman?
If you want.
Yeah, I'll try to distract the Gilly.
The Gilly has a 14, yeah.
14 trick.
No. Your trick is a 9.
Trick is a 9. Okay. So
Ooh, that's outstanding.
it can be very stymied and I guess disfavored in case it matters.
Very vulnerable.
Yeah. Very vulnerable. Thank you. That's exactly what I was thinking. You think? Yeah.
Go ahead, Lehman.
Okay.
Yeah, you want me to put conditions on it? All right, I'll make them
I love
stymied.
playing I love playing with
I'm
this
surprised
game.
I heard him whisper. That's really what I'm laughing at.
I'm going to use my second favorite.
Your new favorite.
My new favorite.
You want Colonel Day to hear you.
Okay.
There you go. So the very vulnerable on the ghillie makes that a, let's see, that's 10, 18, 2 off and outstanding. And the Viking, that is that's a good on the number for the Viking.
Okay, so both good.
Yes.
So against the Gilly's toughness.
Ghillie's toughness is a 16, armor 1.
2 shock and stymied. And then the Viking toughness.
11, armor 1.
There we go.
Oops. There we go. That is Yvonne. Who's next?
If I can, I am looking very hard at Malafritius, and I'm going to try to alter his memories. And oh, is that the Ravagon that's trying to get out of mine?
Yeah, that was, and he didn't.
Okay.
Because I forgot to do that on my turn, and
I want this to definitely go through because I also forgot to add the penalty for darkness.
okay.
So I'm giving you a possibility.
Well, currently his willpower is an 8 because y'all have freaking mashed everything about him.
Well,
this is, I think, then that only lasts for 3
actually,
rounds.
if it's just 8, if his willpower is just 8, if I've already broken through,
Correct. This is the last round.
Then that's all I need because a standard means I can alter memories up to 5 minutes old. And what I'm doing is I'm making him think that he fumbled the incantation for step B. So he thinks he has to do step B again.
Okay.
It's almost like, making a lich think that that they heard you say London instead of, Glastonbury Pool. Just an example that just happened to pop into my head.
I don't know where that came from. Okay.
I think, Robert, you were there when Adam did that too, weren't you?
Yeah.
That was epic too, by the way.
Kills me.
Yeah, I know. All right, so he thinks he's on step B. Correct. Check. All right. That's Tanner. Locutus, Thaddeus, and the Colonel.
All right.
I went.
Okay.
Is 14 on fire?
No.
All right, then I will use my teleport to pop over there and do first aid.
What range does that give you?
Oh, the portal?
Yeah.
It's like 60.
I've already let him do it. You can do it. That's fine. We'll just hand wave it. Say fine.
So I'll pop over there and do a first aid.
Okay, so you got 4 poles that need. You need to be able to do 4 wounds. How many poles are you attempting to heal? because
Do I
you
have
get the
the-
first. It's like multi-actioning.
Sure. Do I have the darkness penalty here?
Do you have a way to remove darkness?
No, that's why I'm asking.
Then yes.
Well, I mean, my gas lantern is probably not enough to do
No.
so.
Do you have it out? Do you have a gas lantern out?
We've been walking around Rorsch parts. Yeah.
I'll give you 2 points on that. I'll reduce it to 4, which is wiped out by your card.
Oh, that card's gone.
Well, the card went away. That was only that
Oh, is
round.
that just that round?
It's just,
Oh, okay.
just that round, yeah.
Yeah, the round they made me monologue, I couldn't do anything with the -4.
They made you monologue.
Wait,
They wisely suggested don't roll dice, Jim.
it says it's 4 favored for the rest of the scene.
Uh,
Oh, that's sorry, that's the DSR one.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah, the DSR one's still there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the go for broke is this round.
I mean, I'll give you 2 points off.
All right, so -4, and then it would
Yeah.
be 6, 8, and 10.
I mean,
minus,
you're from Aurora. You know how to carry light because darkness is bad.
right. So it'd be -10 if I did all of them, and it's just a standard.
Negative. Hang on. That's 14. Pavilion 14 is. Please hold. Scrolling. 16. DN 16.
Cool. I have to get all 4 of them.
Let me see if that says healing all 4 poles. DN 16. Success means all wounds. No, it's just a DN 16 heal.
Okay. So DN 16, and I've got a -4. So it's really like a DN 20.
Impossible.
It's not when you have cards. All right, I will do it.
Okay.
That's what I came here to do. -4.
Are you a 4-case contradiction, Thaddeus?
This is not a contradiction at all.
Okay.
Everything he is.
but you do have
Just
a favored.
asking.
Yeah, I will use the regular favorite since I can't get out of a 1 with it anyway. Better.
Better.
All right. So
You're in positive territory now.
You're right. I am.
But you got to get to a 16.
Yep. That's why I'll spend this one first.
Was that the hero?
Hmm.
Okay. Better.
Yeah, but I'm doing the math. I don't think the 28's not going to get me +7, is it?
That'll get you to a +9. -4 is 5. That'll get you to a 13.
Right.
Unless somebody's got a card they can play for you. Action, supporter.
If you get to a 13, I've got a willpower in my pool.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have that in my pool yet.
I'll
Oh
tell
wait,
you
I
what.
think that no.
Yeah, I also have a supporter, but I don't know if my supporter would work for this distance.
It's fine. I
You
have
need
the
to
right.
get 14, yes? Jim,
16.
I need to get to 16. So
you need
it's
to.
I think we've already established that we can do that at least one way.
Yep. So I will spend that one.
Okay. Is that coming back? Do I need to delete it?
You can leave it there.
Okay.
All right.
There's your 13.
Yep.
I'll drop a willpower for you. Just throw me a card.
Well, for you, there you go. You can have that one.
As you begin to reach out with your first aid, you can tell that the wounds, not only are the poles of the pavilion wounded, but the wounds seem to be connected to the people that are here bleeding out. They haven't been killed; they've just been sliced open so that their blood can flow onto the ground and mingle with the blood from the pavilion's poles. And it's you can sense the magic here, and that it's connecting. And you get this you you have this sense. Are you from Gaia, or are you from Core Earth transformed?
I'm from Gaia.
Okay, you get the sense that if this ritual completes, the tree that plants will connect to directly to Gaia.
Not good.
Um,
I do successfully pick up the Rorschach possibility because the first roll, which was a 2, would be a failure. However, I am favored on all willpower rolls naturally, so I roll
Okay.
again and succeed.
okay.
Because I am definitely a tortured soul coming from Gaia.
As you heal this, you manage to cut the pavilion off from Gaia, from this connection, and isolate it, which sends Maltritus into a rage on the pavilion. But at the same time, you feel the force of good and light begin to reassert itself in the area. And just as you finish healing the fourth pole, a wave of light erupts out of your pavilion and washes over the green. Which Storm Knights have ranks in faith?
Yes.
Yes.
If you are wounded, you may make a standard faith test and regain 1,
Ooh.
2, or 3 wounds as this light washes over you.
Ooh.
Can we roll that for shock?
Would it heal shock? Yeah.
It wipes your shock out
Oh, hey.
Without a roll?
without a roll.
Oh, wow, nice.
I have done well this evening.
Who needs faith? Blah.
So you've cut him off. You've cut him off from 3 pavilions. He's at -6 on his step B attempt.
I thought he had last completed step C.
He did.
It was
He
the
got
alter
C together,
memory.
but it's
Mind control
but-
thing.
Yeah, now he thinks he has not completed step B.
So now you gotta
Yes.
go back and do it again.
Which when he completes step B, he will realize what you've done to him. But
Yeah.
he is going to attempt step B first.
Exactly.
Let's see, who was that? That was Thaddeus. Lucusus.
Yep, Decusus is going to cast Hands on himself and punch the ghillie.
Okie dokie.
So I will punch the ghillie first.
Let's see, 14 is your number on the ghillie.
Alright, I've still got the -6 though for the darkness, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I just realized. I wonder if the ghillie is named after the jelly fruit one.
Alright, there's a possibility.
Sure.
And... 6.
I'm sure she was a very nice girl.
Has the darkness penalty changed with 3 of the pavilions?
No, it has not.
Okay.
So, okay, so 17 for the punch.
Unfortunately, the darkness penalty has you can tell the darkness penalty has been anchored with the destruction of Pavilion A, 10.
Okay.
What'd you say you said 14 was the result?
14, I think I said, is your target on the ghillie. Yes, 14 is your target.
Okay,
So
well,
that's a standard success.
let me see.
You are 2 off of an outstanding.
I'll play an adrenaline.
Or good, excuse me. Good.
Yeah, I'll play 2 to get me at least 1 BD.
Okay, so you got an adrenaline that gets you to a good success.
Alright, play the 1 BD. What's his tough? 16?
16 armor 1.
Wait, nope, different character, so it doesn't matter. So it's only 2 shock.
And that's the Cusis.
Yeah, and let's see, I had what was my roll on the Cyber Punch? 17. So it's going to be a 22. So my strength goes up by 3 points.
All right, that's all you. Pool cards, and we will lather, rinse, and repeat.
Or wait, hold on. Before you do that, Jim, did you want to play your rally before or after we pull cards?
I was going to say,
Before.
did you want me to play it before or after?
Definitely before.
If we're looking
Okay.
for a step D, then yeah, play it before.
All right. Then I will rally before we pool.
I'm going to get rid of these 2 glories.
Not sure I understand the difference between before and after pooling.
So I'm playing the rally right now before
Yeah.
we pool. So any cards we draw right now, we could immediately pool, and then take a turn, and then pool a second one. Is what the
you have the
is.
option to pool it because we haven't pooled yet. I got it.
And we're at
Kind
5,
of playing
right?
that. See, this is where you're supposed to pool, where the raw you pool after your Storm Knight goes, right?
Right.
But
In which case,
but we never
just
do that because that's just a nightmare of managing who goes first, and that's another level of BS in meta that we're just like, yeah, no, that's cool. All right, cool.
I'm
Is
actually
all of that discarded? Everything on the table out?
Yeah,
Yes.
I did not get a step D.
I have pooled the step D.
Oh, okay.
I have pooled the step D. Not only did I get one, I have pooled it.
Oh, beautiful. I drew my favorite card. It's the only card that matters to this character.
What was it? Reconnect?
No. That's Rottermark.
Oh, that's funny. Well played, Dan. I don't want to set the precedent of handing out possibilities when this crowd makes a funny joke because we never get the game played. So
That's also true. I'm trying to click Jim's cards, but I can't see what they are.
What'd you get, Jim?
Second chance.
Oh yeah, okay. That's Jim's card. All right,
especially for this character.
Yeah. So we're flurrying. Who's going first?
I will go for step D with this card that we just happen to find.
And was pooled and then apparently traded.
Yep.
Oh shit.
That might have been an immediate trade.
It might
I
have
gave
been.
a drama for it too.
It probably never got pooled. It just kind of went through the pool.
And I believe that was also going to be a Scholar. It was a pretty high DN on that one, if I recall.
Yeah, hang on.
16.
16.
Yeah. No. Scholar is 18.
Oh, Scholar's 18?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
okay.
have a willpower
Any magic
in my
skill
pool.
is 16.
All right, Robert, why don't you take this opponent fails then?
I mean, I can play a
Oh, I
supporter
love
for you.
that card for Tanner.
You want me to play the supporter for you?
No, it's okay. He gave me this willpower.
Okay.
The opponent fails. So that would be a 20 for the step D.
All right, so we're pulling off a 20 on step D, huh?
I mean, it got there before he did. So I have a D. He can suck it.
So Colonel Day dropped the bike after he does.
That's a hat tip on Colonel Day's. That's a hat tip on Colonel Day's step D. Well done, sir. Absolutely well done. So, all right. Malatritus has his little flame-styled dagger. Athene ready to plunge into the woman who has the nightmare tree seed clutched to her breast just as you finish your counter ritual and cut him off from all occult magics in the realm. And as you do that, you anchor, you create a hole in the reality that allows Core Earth to reassert itself, and it's a Core Earth Isle mixed zone that seems to be anchored. The forces of light cry out in seizing the chance to defeat the darkness, and they swarm the stage as you've created an opening for them. The squirrel pixie cavalry charges and swarms over them as the centaurs gallop in and trample all of the wild folk down. And Malatritus seems to be in the death throes of dancing as the backlash from his failed cult ritual begins to literally tear him limb from limb, and then slowly it folds him in on himself as he kind of disappears into a rupture that's in that rather overlarge nightmare tree seed. And then when he has been sucked into that nightmare tree seed, the woman, it starts to glow, and the woman screams and drops it and looks at her hands as though she was burned. And the seed rolls around on the stage and comes to a halt with something of a bloody scar on the top. Everybody surrounding the stage, the sky begins to part, the clouds begin to part and to clear, and sunlight, first in small patches and then in larger groups, begins to dapple on the green as a noonish sun overhead washes away all the vestiges of Aurorsh and the evil that blanketed this realm. The fog burns off, and those people still alive on the green begin to blink as though waking from sleep and look around, and they rub their eyes and they kind of don't understand what happens as the final vestiges and wisps of the wild folk and other denizens of darkness vanish, some creeping into cracks in the ground that seal up behind them, and others just turning into wisps themselves. Congratulations. You have successfully stopped the ritual to open a portal to Gaia and Hell itself in Core Earth. Yay!
I have to say, we brought a party unintentionally that was actually pretty good at this.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because we've talked before, Robert, right? We had two different kinds of leaders.
Yeah.
He was doing a different leadery thing, and that synergized, I thought, very, very nicely.
Yeah.
So, I'm not running this again.
When you wrote Dispatch, didn't you write it where it could have various levels of different things going on? And I think when you prepared it, you prepared the highest, most complicated.
Well, so as I was creating the dispatch, saying I'll never have to run. Well, I don't care about that. I'm not running this. I'm just writing a dispatch and throwing it out there. When I began to write the things for the game that I was envisioning when I wrote the dispatch, it just kept getting more and more. And yeah, I knew the crowd that I was running it for, but I knew other things that I will keep to myself, that you guys will find out, that we will all find out next week. But it was, I kind of let myself, it was almost like a drunken sailor, because I was like, oh, that's cool, do that, yeah. And
So, scope creep?
it was absolutely scope creep. And I, here, so let me share this with you. So here is this in my side or is this in player? That's GM notes only. So let me do this.
Which, if you share screen on Zoom, I think it might throw off.
Oh, is that, Dan, is that not going to?
No, I got it taken care of.
Oh,
Okay.
Well done.
I have
Okay,
I
so-
have a Zoom set up that'll pop up above everything whenever you do that.
So I set up a scorecard that I had to keep. I realized I needed this, and so I posted this to you guys already, but that was all of the
Stuff.
the tokens that were in each one. Originally, when I realized what I had done to myself, I shit canned this one off the cuff. But originally, any knowledge check to learn a thing, your knowledge was going to be delivered to you by a spirit, and you had to choose to allow the spirit into your mind to give you the result of your test. Or not, and that would put a spirit mark on each Storm Knight. And then I realized, well, I've gimped the entire adventure because, like, a paladin or warrior of light will probably never let the spirit in,
Nope.
and so you won't learn the thing, and maybe that's the only person who can learn it. And so, early on when we were playing this, I'm like, I'm not doing this, and it's a giant pain in the ass, and so screw it. But let's see. So I had a scorecard to figure out what allies you had: Wutan, Green Enemy, Quev, the bad guys, or the wild folk. And then I had to have an order of the mission laid out so that I knew what I was doing. And every one of the locations, I had to know what was going on with the and this is the summary of everything at all the locations. And the only thing you guys didn't do is you didn't go into the basement of the House of the Seven Gables.
Well, the
Which-
dragon did ask us to go do a bad thing down there. We were
Yeah.
like, nope, we're going to nope out of that.
Yep. So the dragon has an ebonite ring that she wanted. She wanted you to attach to Wutan's horn, and then go down into that basement and blow it. In what you were going to find in the basement was this dark crack leading into what looks like some kind of abyss, and it's actually a connection connecting core Earth to the abyss in Isle.
I think we actually did walk down there and saw that, but we were just like, we
Correct,
can't do anything
yeah.
about
You know
that.
what that is? Yeah, we saw.
So,
And we're
Well,
like, nope, we're
and
going away.
So
Noped out.
blowing the horn into the abyss would have called her mate. She's interested in establishing a realm here, but she's not going to do it without her mate, and her mate doesn't know how to find his way through the abyss. And so if you had gone and called her mate through the abyss, we would have hand waved this entire battle. The dragon would have come down and would have taken care of all of this for you, and then explained to you, thank you, you may leave my realm now, as my mate and I established our domain here. Go now with your lives.
And then
so,
die fighting the two dragons.
no, you could leave with
Right.
your lives.
Then we die fighting the two dragons, and we're like, no.
Okay, well, yes, and then we hand wave that battle and squash you and the
oh
dragons.
no, well we had a martyr card.
Yes.
So someone bothers her enough so that the rest of you can get away.
Maybe she eats one of us and chokes to death. And the mate is so sorry that he does like some sort of Romeo thing and throws himself on our body and kills himself. It could happen.
So you all die. And, I got so tied up in the whole idea of there has to be a dragon. And then the fort, when I was looking at this, like, oh, fort, there's a fort. Oh, that's coming back. And the dragon's going to occupy the fort. Any questions?
Nope.
Nope.
You know what?
You chewed a lot of food through that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gonna do that.
I knew this was going to be bad halfway through writing it. I'm like, oh, you're a dumbass for even signing up for this.
And we didn't even get done the thing I was hoping to get done that I needed.
You didn't?
Nah, that's all. No, I'm just giving you grief, Mark. We're good.
Because I'm about to spill the beans on the shit that's coming next week.
No, we're good.
Well, so what's next week?
I have a thing I have written, which is set nearby. So when I was talking to Mark, I said, you know, the dispatch you did, if that happened to be run, I can draw a conclusion just from it having been run, which makes a good, which segues into what I'm doing fairly well. So,
Okay.
yeah, and it is 9:30. Where is this? I have this.
Hang on. I'm going to watch this. You guys are going to be impressed.
Ooh,
So is this alpha or beta next week?
what?
Oh my.
I have a log. I already have a log.
Look at you.
Huh.
Well, the only reason I have a log is because we had to have the log when we published the dispatch. And you don't have to do much with it to say, yeah.
Still
Hey,
impressed.
Mark, you're still you're making yourself look bad. No, you prepared this just for us.
Yeah,
See,
whatever.
that's how that goes.
Yeah, so let's see. It's beta. So how many nightmare trees remain in Korath? I think you got them all.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't think you left any. Let's see. Did you keep the woods? Anybody keep wood from a nightmare tree? Nobody did, as far as I know.
No, I just kept it from the
Yeah, he kept it from the guy. The green, whatever.
green man.
Okay. If a
Making
gate
a guitar out of
opened,
the green man. Yeah.
you did not let the gate open. Let's see.
I romanced Queen Flit.
What was her name?
Queen Flit.
Split.
Fairy Queen Flit.
Let's see. Tanner kept enough wood from man to make a
Guitar neck.
guitar neck. That's I think about it, right?
And there was Glory. I don't know what else. Yeah.
yeah, there was Glory.
Oh yeah.
No. By who it was?
Oh, it's
Dr.
it's Colonel Day.
Colonel Day.
Oh, yes. Very pleased to have been part of the team. Think it all worked out. And I think we could have an extra cup of tea this evening if everyone's willing.
Well, we have to be careful.
Good.
Too much tea could be bad, but
I
I think we do deserve it today.
I'm sorry. Did he say too much tea?
I said could.
No. Negative.
And I also believe we have Colonel Day and Thaddeus are eligible for their killing a Ravagon medal. They wanted it.
Yes,
That's true.
And that's a big deal too. I think I may have already put that on the character sheet because I do like to track. No, I did not.
You know, I think I asked this, but then I completely forgot. What next week is it? Alpha or beta?
You did. I'm looking right now in my notes, and I was going to send that to you guys in Facebook.
Yeah, and it's still not year 2. So.
Hey, Robert, I watched this wonderful Delphi Council debriefing where they talked about coming out with year 2, but they're going to do a whole 1.5 release of some rules clarification first, so it's going to be a little while.
Yeah, I know.
The adventure with Matt, halfway through the adventure, year 2 starts.
Yes. And that adventure is due out when?
with the 1.5 rules.
Have you announced the kick? I don't know if you've announced when that's funding.
Correct.
Okay.
It's still being solidified.
He announced
But there's another Kickstarter?
Well, he announced the Kickstarter for the German language
The crowdfunding.
Pan Pacifica, and then
There you go. The log is in the chat for.
That's it. Thank you for running, Mark. I believe, Mark, you're about to get a couple of months off of
At
running,
least.
right? Because I have a couple of weeks. Then Jim is taking over, and then we had talked about you doing Unhallowed Data, but Liam has also talked about doing Soft Cell if he ever gets time again.
Yeah.
I'm willing to not let you not do that if you don't want to do that.
I haven't
Wanting and being able to.
I have been thinking about reading that to run that for a bunch of folks. I get things scheduled on like Thursday nights or something. I just have a few things that I'm working on that I need to get done first. Otherwise, I'll be like, oh my, this is a project I have that's due in 3 days, and I haven't started it. And I can't do that anymore because I'm not in college.
I was going to say, it sounds like college.
It was college.
So
I was very good at organizing study groups and believe it or not, writing papers. Those are the things I did well. And yeah, a lot of last minute papers. I'd be like, yeah, I love pressure, but I really didn't. But
So, Rod, I don't need to give you any critical events for this, do I?
no, I saw them.
Thank you.
All right, so we're done with anything for the night. So we'll go ahead and you can check back with us Wednesday to see what comes next, whatever Rod's surprise is.
Or Tuesday for the hype.
Yeah, definitely pay attention for Tuesday because Mike's back to give us some hype on that. If you can't wait till Wednesday for some, tabletop role play and to get your fix, come join us tomorrow night for some Mutants and Masterminds, which is With Power Comes. Find out the aftermath of dealing with the loss of one of our teammates due to his PTSD, causing him to have, to lose it. And now the fact that we have a walking, talking bear psychiatrist in the group to try to keep the rest of us in line, we'll see how that works out. Come join us tomorrow for that. And of course, if you like chaos, come join us for our Consequences of Chaos D&D game on Friday. I think that's pretty much it. So remember, we're in this adventure called Life Together, so please keep that golden rule in mind. Treat those around you the way you'd like to be treated yourself. And with that, have a good week.